Hi friends, welcome back. So it appears that Russia is buying influence on YouTube and Twitter and other social medias. This is a very serious story. It intersects with Elon Musk, all of the stock promoters, and many of the conservative social media personalities. I want to go through the details of this, and also too, I can confirm this for myself that this stuff is real. Russia contacted me. I said no. I want to make that really clear. Russia contacted me and I said no, which I'll show you in a moment here. Unfortunately, though, there are other Americans out there that will say yes to anything as long as money is attached. This is what it says. It says, two Russia-based RT employees indicted by U.S. internet domains seized an election influence probe. So again, you have Russia trying to buy influence. And guys, we got to bring up the Elon Musk situation. This is Mr. Musk right here. Remember, he talks about on Twitter all the time, oh, guys, this is all about free speech. This platform's all about free speech. As the robots and the misinformation, disinformation spread, right? They pretend it's about free speech, but really it's about spreading Russian bots and Russian propaganda. This is very, very unfortunate. And I'll show you guys this first. See, this is back in 2021. I was contacted by Russia Times, who is now banned in the USA. This person says here, hello, my name is Ryan Berlin. I'm producer for a television show on RT America called Boom Bust. I'm reaching out to see if Chris Norton would be interested in joining a Boom Bust on RT America this week, etc. I said, I appreciate the offer, but at this time, I'm not a good fit. I was being polite. They contacted me again immediately. He's like, Chris, thanks for getting back to me. Are you suggesting this topic not a fit, or do you decline to appear on the show at all? And I say, I'm probably not a good fit for the show. I do appreciate you reaching out though. And they said, okay, understood. Thanks for getting back to me, right? So they asked me a couple times, do I want to come on Russia Times TV? I said no. Unfortunately, not everyone says no. And the basic gist of it is they were talking about $10 million here. Let me read the details of this stuff. And again, I'm really upset and pissed off by this thing. I'm not surprised. I understand how this game is played. I told you guys this stuff before that there's a bunch of basically blue check robots on Twitter. There's been sort of like, we don't know where the money's coming from, but I mean, evidently the U.S. Justice Department is saying, hey, it looks like Russia. And I'm not shocked. It could be Chinese money as well as pumping out these bots. And oftentimes these bots that you see on Twitter, YouTube, etc., they're all promoting Trump. So this is it. Here's what it says. We allege that as part of that effort, RT, that means Russian Times, and its employees, including the defendants, implemented a nearly $10 million scheme to fund and direct a Tennessee-based company to publish and disseminate content deemed favorable to the Russian government. To implement this scheme, the defendants directed the company to contract with a U.S.-based social media influencers to share this content and their platform. So again, Russia contacted me. I said no, but not everyone is like me. Some people say yes, unfortunately. The subject matter and content of many of the videos published by the company were often consistent with Russia's interests in amplifying U.S. domestic divisions in order to weaken U.S. opposition to core Russian interests, particularly the ongoing war in Ukraine. And essentially what it was is this is a Tennessee social media company. It's called Tenet Media. This is it right here. This is their website. And if you guys have been following my channel, you'll know we talked about this before. This is Creators Agency. That if you don't know these, this agency, they took a whole bunch of money from FTX and they all promoted that basic Ponzi. Regarding the Tenet Media, right? These guys, they're taking a whole bunch of money from Russia. And this is who's on their roster: Lauren Southern, Tim Pool. He's probably one of the biggest YouTubers out there in terms of conservative YouTubers. And again, they tend to be sympathetic to Russian interests. Taylor Hanson's on this list. If you guys know these people, you can let me know. I don't follow the conservative media. I know who Tim Pool is. The other ones I don't know. Matt Christensen, Dave Rubin, and Benny Johnson. So I can kind of figure it out. I can tell very quickly from their bios that chances are these are all conservative people, because like this Benny Johnson guy, National Review, The Blaze, etc. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit pissed off right now. Okay, here's another headline. U.S. accuses Russia of using state media to spread disinformation and interference, and Russia to influence elections. Let's read some more details of this stuff. There's a whole bunch of people involved with this. And I guess they list two names. I actually have the charges right here, right? And I guess we found 2 of them, but there's like still 27 people on the loose. They're even actually, NBC reached out for a statement from Russia Times. It was kind of a weird reply that they got. They're like, yo, what are you doing with our elections? And I'm trying to calm down a bit here. Right here. NBC asked RT, so that's Russia Times, press office about news of the actions. That means, we're accusing you of interfering with our elections and buying social media influence. And then RT replied, 1, ha, 2, ha ha, 3, ha 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 ha. It's like, what the F is this, right? This is their reply when asked for, like, you've been charged with stuff. How do you reply? Number 4, they say 2016 called it wants its cliches back. Number 5, 3 things are certain in life, death, taxes, and RT's interference in U.S. elections. Remember, the USA banned them because this was a Russian media outlet. And also says here, we got to earn our Kremlin paychecks somehow, right? They're kind of making jokes. And then somewhere Secretary Clinton is sad that she's not because of her. So again, that was their response to the charges. Let me read some more details of this stuff. 2 Russian nationals who work for Russia's state-controlled media outlet, RT, so again, Russia Times, Kostiatian Kalishnikov and Elanya Afanasyaneva, were also charged with conspiracy to violate the Foreign Agents Registration Act and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Prosecutors allege they relied on a Tennessee-based company and contracted with U.S.-based social media influencers to target specific demographics and regions as part of the calculated effort to subvert the election. And again, we're talking about this agency here who hires these social media people here, right? I've seen this stuff before. We've talked about before on the channel where some of these people you see on social media are shady characters. And again, we're talking about Russian money going to Americans to promote Russian interests. This also says here, they helped publish nearly 2,000 English language videos on TikTok, Instagram, X, and YouTube, where they have racked up 60 million views, according to prosecutors. The companies and influencers, quote, never disclosed to the influencers or their millions of followers its ties to Russia Times or the Russian government, and instead claimed they used, quote, a private investor who was in fact a fictitious persona. Oh God, so they're using like fake people to funnel money to the YouTubers. The charges do not present the end of the investigation, so this could get bigger. And it's interesting because we're talking about, say, Mr. Musk here and his whole Twitter thing. And if you understand kind of what's going on, Musk tweets out all day, every day, oh, this is all about free speech, free speech, free speech. And then he's like, always now tweeting out fake, I'm not making up, it's what do you want to call it? AI generated images of Kamala Harris and stuff, and accusing her of being a communist dictator, like he's putting her in communist guard and stuff like that. I'm not going to show you the pictures. If you want to find them, you can, but it's the kind of crap that he's doing, and he's like claiming free speech. And then just recently, and I'm talking about Musk, and so you understand how does this connect? I'll make it really clear. The Russian money is going to people on X, people on YouTube, etc., to spread misinformation. Also, too, it's to spread divisions. And then, so for example, if Elon tweets out something, oh yeah, Kamala Harris is a communist, right? And then you have all these bot accounts from Russia going, oh yeah, you're gonna lose all your freedoms in USA, like all this like just effing nonsense. And this is, unfortunately, some people fall for this stuff. And this is something else. This was happened recently. I'll read the headline here. Tucker Carlson's guest downplays, I guess I can say it, Holocaust as Musk calls interview worth watching. So basically, Elon Musk was promoting Holocaust denier stuff with Tucker Carlson. Elon Musk ended up deleting the tweet. You can see it right here. And I hope you guys understand the danger of this stuff. It's really, really dangerous, the stuff that Elon Musk is promoting on his platform. There was another one recently, which is kind of crazy. I don't even know if I have it here. I'm getting so pissed off. Okay, right here. I'll just give you the rundown. I'm not going to read through the stuff, but basically, people are arguing over what happened in Germany during World War II, right? And someone had to put community note of Wikipedia of like the history of the war, but they didn't actually really let me calm down. Let me just put it this way. The views that are expressed by Musk are very, very questionable. Okay, I'll put it that way. And then he claims that I can say whatever I want because it's free speech. And then his Tesla stock promoters, right? All those people say, oh yeah, this is all about free speech, right? And then again, the money's coming from Russia. I've seen reports too. They got money coming in from China promoting these kind of fake things that you'll see on social media. And guys, Let me pose this question to you, and I'm speaking to the people who are more right leaning or conservative. Just what do you think Reagan would say about this stuff? This is a sincere question. What would Reagan and guys? I grew up in the '80s, right? I remember the Cold War. I remember this stuff, and like this idea that you're going to be promoting Russian interests just for money. I mean, come on, it's awful. And I have to bring this politics stuff up because it's like I don't think people realize like how egregious this stuff is. Back in 2019, and I've mentioned this before on the channel, but I'll mention it again if you don't know. The Trump was like, hey, we got to get out of NATO. Let's stop doing that. It's just like a waste of time and money for us and that kind of stuff. And his aides, right, the people who are I'm gonna call them patriots. They're concerned. They're just like, whoa, what's this Trump guy talking about? Pulling out of NATO? It's like abandon our allies. And they started leaking this stuff to the press. And I understand if you're a Trumper or whatever, you just ignore news or anything like that because it doesn't make any sense to you and you're illiterate. I'm a bit mean here, but I get that, guys. It's just so asinine. And I've said so many times in this channel, if you want to be a Republican and you want to say, hey, I'm all about cutting taxes and stuff like that, I actually have no problem with that. That is a real and honest discussions. No problems with that. You want to talk about like minimum wage or whatever. But if we're getting to the realm of like, hey, I want to promote fake images and I want to promote fake news and I want to, promote fake information, you lost me. It's not free speech, guys. It's not. And I don't know what else to tell you. Either understand this stuff or you don't. And this is the other thing that's awful about this stuff is like, you don't know sometimes who's real or not real when you read through, tweets and comments and accounts, etc. You don't know sometimes. But I will say this. There was a report that came out recently, and it was about all of the, fake bots and stuff that you see on social media. And essentially how this game is played is they actually find real people's social media accounts. And it's often attractive women. I'm just telling you what it is. They pull the images from their actual, Instagrams or whatever. So you are looking at, a series of someone's real pictures. And then they just, tweet whatever pro-Trump / pro-Russian interest kind of stuff. And then all the accounts retweet each other. They retweet the same stuff. And then essentially people on social media, oh, wow, who's that hot girl and supporting Trump? I want to support that too. And then, you sort of kind of dupe just regular Americans into it. I get it though. When you say this kind of stuff, and this is sort of why I have to show Fox News. This is coming from Fox News. They're reporting it, right? When you report these kind of things, then under Fox News' own story, you have all these bots saying, oh, no, it's just all fake, and that kind of stuff. But Fox News wouldn't rerun this story if they didn't think it was real. And I mean, guys, this is our DOJ is saying, yo, we got to watch out for social media. And again, the money's funneled through tenant media. It's a Tennessee-based thing, and then the money then gets to the social media influencers that tend to be on the conservative side. So I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on this stuff. I hope we understand that when anyone tells you that, I'm just gonna be about free speech all day, every day, but it's really about promoting Russian interests and fake news / misinformation, disinformation. Don't put any trust in these kind of people. So please be careful out there, and I'll catch you in the next video.